Ukrainian drones reportedly caused a fire at the Cherkizovsky Chicken Kingdom in Russia's Kursk region, one of the country's leading poultry producers, after wreckage from downed drones ignited the facility. Recall: fierce fighting is underway in Russia's Kursk region after Ukraine launched a counterattack. Moscow said it had met the attack with artillery and air power and stated that Russian troops thwarted a breakthrough attempt by Ukraine. Ukraine made extensive use of drones during the Battle of Kursk. The Cherkizovsky Chicken Kingdom facility was among those hit by drone strikes. Recall: Cherkizovsky Chicken Kingdom produces chilled and frozen poultry brands widely available in many of the country's regions. This brand offers whole chickens, cuts, byproducts, minced meat and cutlets, all produced from chickens raised at environmentally clean farms in the Bryansk and Lipetsk regions.
Все больше и больше. Ужас. Ага.
Polish experts believe that out of Russia's 1,200 combat aircraft, 550 are nearing the end of their operational life. Defense Express reports this. Polish defense outlet Defense24 reports that Russia's military aviation fleet faces significant challenges, with 550 aircraft approaching the end of their life cycle and the defense industry struggling to replace aging planes. Constant losses in Ukraine and poor maintenance further weaken Russia's air power. The Russian military-industrial complex cannot produce enough new aircraft to replace the old ones, Defense24 highlights. Analysts estimated that by late 2024, Russia will need to retire at least 60 aircraft purely due to resource exhaustion. Aircraft nearing the end of service include 160 Su-25 attack aircrafts, 100 Su-27 fighters, 270 Su-24M bombers, 100 MiG-29s and 80 90 MiG-31BM interceptors. The outlet explains that end of the life cycle doesn't mean all planes will retire simultaneously, but they face resource limits that hinder sustained operation. Russia's losses in the Ukraine war are also mounting. According to the article, visual evidence confirms losses in early 2024 of at least one Tu-22M3, 2 A-50 radar aircraft, 3 Su-34s, 2 Su-35s, 3 Su-27s and 2 MiG-31BMs. The report suggests actual losses are likely higher due to Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian facilities. Production of new aircraft is lagging. In 2022, Russia delivered 27 new combat aircraft, dropping to 24 in 2023 and expected 23 in 2024, the review notes. As for Russia's strategic aviation, it is estimated that its fleet includes 50 Tu-95MS bombers, 59 Tu-22M3 bombers and 17 Tu-160s. In a hypothetical full-scale conflict with NATO, Russia could effectively use up to 400 combat aircraft, including 340 to 360 tactical jets like Su-30s, Su-34s, Su-35s and Su-57s. However, older Soviet-era planes may still see some use despite their age. The Russian military's tactical aviation is comprised of several main types of aircraft, most of which are derivatives of the Sukhoi Su-27 fighter aircraft. In addition to the Su-27 itself, the Russian military has Sukhoi, Su-30, Su-35 and Su-33 fighter aircraft, which are primarily intended for air-to-air combat. Meanwhile, the Su-25 attack aircraft and the Su-24 bombers are primarily used for engaging ground targets and bombing respectively. The Su-25, Su-24, Su-27 and Su-33 are no longer being produced, meaning that the loss of such aircraft can only be made up for by restoring them at storage bases or by new types of aircraft. The Su-34, one of the most commonly used aircraft by Russia in Ukraine, is also a derivative of the Su-27. In Ukrainian publications, it is referred to as a fighter bomber, but Russians consider it a pure bomber and equip bomber regiments with these aircraft. Another fairly common type of fighter aircraft is the MiG-31 Heavy Interceptor, a specialized type of fighter aircraft designed primarily for intercepting and engaging large, high-altitude and fast-moving aircraft. A small number of MiG-31s have been converted into hypersonic missile carriers for Russia's air-launched Kinzhal ballistic missiles. Finally, the Russian military also has a handful of fifth-generation Su-57 fighter aircraft, as well as 3 derivatives of the MiG-29 fighter aircraft, the classic MiG-29, the naval variant MiG-29K, and the multi-role MiG-35.
Russian President Vladimir Putin criticized local authorities for their work to clean up the Black Sea coast after oil spilled out of 2 storm-stricken tankers 3 weeks ago. Speaking at the meeting with his cabinet on Thursday, Putin said the measures that were taken to minimize the damage were not enough and ordered to set up the headquarters at the site of shorelines blighted by mazut, a heavy, low-quality oil product. The operational headquarters of the Krasnodar region said Thursday more than 100,000 tons of contaminated soil had been removed from the shoreline. According to Russia's Emergencies Ministry, a rescue operation was launched on December 15 after the Volganeft 212 ran aground and had its bow torn away in storm conditions. 1 sailor in the 13-man crew died, officials said. A second tanker, the Volganeft 239, was also left damaged and adrift. It later ran aground close to the port of Taman in the Krasnodar region and its 14 crew members were rescued. The oil spill has impacted at least 60 kilometers of coastline, Greenpeace Ukraine said Tuesday. The charity has had no presence in Russia since 2023 when it was designated as an undesirable organization by the Russian government.
Все, что делается по минимизации ущерба, пока явно недостаточно. Повторяю еще раз, сначала сказали, что все это будет делаться на региональном уровне, потом все-таки пришли к выводу, что эта работа должна вестись на федеральном, потом пришли к выводу, что необходимо объявить федеральную чрезвычайную ситуацию и так далее. Нужно образовать комиссию соответствующую, соответствующий штаб, который работал бы прямо на месте. И не на местном уровне, а чтобы он возглавлялся руководителями, ответственными работниками из министерств и ведомств, которые были бы делегированы прямо на место катастрофы.